Hello, everyone. My name is Evelyn Samayo. Me and my friend Lilian Lopez are going to talk about essay writing, specifically about the introduction. But first, we need to know what is an introduction. An introduction is the opening paragraph of an essay. It should briefly introduce the topic and outline your key ideas. It might also provide context and try to hook the reader's interest. Introduction should be short, no longer than a paragraph, and focused on the essay question, statement, title, or topic. We also need to know what is the purpose of an introduction. The purpose of the introduction is to give your reader a clear idea of what your essay will cover. It should provide some background information on the specific problem or issue you're addressing and should clearly outline your answer. An introduction will give the reader their first impression of your ideas, so it is useful to spend time thinking and planning what to include. For this, we need to know how to write an introduction. Here are some steps for you to write an introduction easier. The first step is introduce the topic. How you start your essay will depend on the title or question. If the title is a question like, why is Curly's wife an important character in the novella of Mice and Men? You could answer the question directly in a single sentence. Like, Steinbeck uses the character of Curly's wife to give the reader a glimpse into life in 1930s America and reflect some of the prejudices that existed in society at that time. That can be your introduction. Step number two, grab the reader's attention. Think carefully about what your opening line. Aim to get the reader's attention. There are different ways to do this. You could use a well-known saying or phrase, a statement that tries to shock or challenge humor, or techniques like alliteration or rhetorical question. These approaches may not work in all introductions. For example, humor may not be appropriate in a formal literary essay. Step number three, give some context. It can be useful to give some context in an introduction. This could be historical. What point in time are you writing about? Location. What country, town, or area are you writing about? Or social. Does the reader need to know anything about the society at the time? Maybe, maybe not. That's your decision. And point number four is introduce your main points. It should give the reader a glimpse into your thoughts about the subject you're writing about. So you can introduce your main idea or key point, or you can highlight your other supporting points about the topic. Always remember that it is okay to spend extra time on your introduction. After all, it is the first thing people will read.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Megali Lopez, and continuing continuing with what the introduction includes, I'm going to talk about point number 5. That is, present your thesis statement. Well, nice. Now it's time to narrow your focus and show exactly what you want to say about the topic. This is your thesis statement, a sentences or two that sum up your overall argument. This is the most important part of your introduction. A good thesis isn't just a statement or fact, but a claim that requires evidence and explanation. The goal is to clearly convey your own position in a debate or your central point about a topic. Point number 6, map your essay structure. Particularly in longer essays, it is helpful to end the introduction by supposing what will be covered in each part. Keep it concise and give your reader a clear sense of the direction your argument will take. And finally, point number 7. It is check and revise. As you research and write, your argument might change focus on duration as you learn more. For this reason, it is often a good idea to wait until later in the reading process before you write the introduction paragraph. It can even be the very last things you write. When you have finished reading the thesis, body, and conclusion, you should return to the introduction and check that it matches the contents of the thesis. When you and it is especially important to make sure your thesis is timing accurately represents what you do in the thesis. Well, it is so important. What to avoid? Well, avoid phrases like in this thesis I'm going to write about and avoid a detailed analysis of the text in your introduction. And the last one, avoid moving away from your topic. Stay focuses on the thesis title. Well, here are some examples of introductions. Focus on reading the first sentence and then continue reading. Well, you will see that the first sentence contains the main information that will continue to be talked about.